Is it time to create something different with your life and your body? Right Body for You will inspire you and invite you to a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Ready? Let's go. Here's your host, Donnielle.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Right Body for You. I am your host, Donnielle. As the voices before me said, welcome to a different kind of radio show and a different kind of host and a different kind of topic and a different way of really looking at the world and inviting your body to your world and you to your world. I know that sounds funny to say, but I know a lot of people actually spend a lot of time not being present in the world, not being with their body, not being just who they are and who they desire to be, and it's not so much even becoming who you hope to be, because you really are being that already. It is you, or you wouldn't desire it. So it's just helping you to unlock that and unveil that and bring it to the forefront so you can actually truly enjoy the things that are going on for you. And each week we explore this. Right Body for You, like I said, it's a different type of radio show. Yes, we talk about the body a lot, as the title suggests, but we also really talk about your life and how you're creating it and the contribution that your body can actually be to that. Right Body for You is not only the lovely radio show that you are listening to, it is also a book. It's also a series of workshops. It's also some of the private sessions I do. Right Body for You is not about finding the perfect body, because what the freak is the perfect body? Go to a different country, that idealism changes of what it might look like. So Right Body for You is not about finding the right body, because what if you already have the right body for you, no matter what size, shape, or health level? And what if your body doesn't have to look a certain way, feel a certain way, or achieve something to be able to be a contribution to you in your life? In the slogan of Right Body for You is it's about the creation of your life with the contribution of your body, because your body is actually one of the greatest tools you have, and how many of us are actually willing to use it? And, when I speak about tools, I know a lot of people think, oh, well, I would have to sleep with that person, or I have to do physical labor. That's just two of the multitude of ways that when I talk about using your body as a tool, it's so much more in depth than that, and energetic than that, and generative, okay? So thank you for joining me today, and this actually really leads into what we're talking about today, because the title of today's show is, Can You Sue Your Body? And a shout out to my dear friend Sue in Ireland. When I posted this title of the show, she goes, are you talking about me? Can I sue my body? Because her name's Sue, right? I'm like, well, you can sue your body. You can be Sue with your body, which is really cute. So that's not the kind of Sue we're talking about, right? We're not, the kind of Sue we're talking about is when you take out legal action against your body. Somebody disappoints you or doesn't, you contract them to build you a house and they didn't. And so you sue them for not building you a house and things like that. So this is like, can you sue your body? And why do I ask about this? Because how many of us, and you notice I'm including myself in this, how many of us have been mad at our bodies? And, and sometimes mad isn't even a deep enough word. It's like, how many of us have just been pissed off, frustrated with, angry, feel like we've been betrayed or that it let us down, right? Anybody ever do that? Yeah, exactly. And so that's why, can you sue your body for unfulfilled promises? And what would the compensation even be? What would that compensation be? Can you imagine doing a divorce from your body? I think that sounds an awful lot like death, but I digress. Another topic. So, has your body actually betrayed you? I mean, really, look at that. Has your body actually betrayed you? And I know we get pissed. We get pissed at our body. We get pissed. Why do we get pissed? Okay? Why do we get pissed at our bodies? Is it because we feel like it's doing something we didn't want it to do? Or it's doing something or it's not doing something we asked it to do? You know, any athletes out there really mad at their body, like, oh, if I could only do this, I would get faster, or I could jump higher, I could throw the football longer, jog forever, or whatever it is. So it's like, why do we actually get pissed at our body? Okay? What is the source of that? What is the place where we go, ugh? I know some people think, oh, well, the body isn't enough. I get pissed when the body isn't enough. Or I get pissed at my body because we can't change it. We get pissed at our body because it's not changed, or it did change, or it got sick, or it let us down in some way. Okay, so what is actually truly behind that piss and that feeling of your body not being enough? Okay. I don't know, Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, talks a lot about truly the only time you can, like, the anger is justified is if somebody lied to you. Okay? So did our body lie to us? Is there an agreement with our bodies? It's like, okay, I'll come to this planet, I'll come to this earth and be with you, and this is what has to happen, A, B, C, D, and, D has subsection I, double I, triple I, IV, and all of those, and then it goes to E, and it's like, do we have this big formal contract of an agreement with our bodies? That, which is where I'm going with it. Can you sue your body? And is that what's actually going on? I mean, look at that. What is truly the purpose of having a body here on this planet? And if we get mad at our body because we think it didn't do something, what type of agreement are we actually functioning from? Isn't it an agreement? Is it an awareness? Is it a judgment? Is it a point of view? Or is it something else completely different? What is it that is not only breaks the communication with our body, but has us reacting? And who are we truly reacting to? These are some of the things we'll be exploring in today's show, which I'm so excited about. This is one of those topics that when I wrote it down, I just kind of giggled, and I know that comes from my body because I have spent so much of my time being pissed at my body. Before I started with Access Consciousness and Right Body for You, since 2008, and this one is 2017, I think we are, so however many years that is. Wow. I spent a lot of time being mad at my body. I spent a lot of time judging it, and I don't mean judging like, oh, I judge my body, but like just judging myself and my body into oblivion. Just my judgments were as like sharp little knives doing 1,000 little cuts. And it was just this daily, minute by minute of self-flagellation, self-judgment, self-doubt, self-loathing. All those fun things that are actually happy and fun and light to put on every morning, right? It's like, oh, today I'm going to put on my self-loathing, It's a little tight around the belly, but that just makes the self-loathing even better if I get to judge my pants as too tight of self-loathing. Yay! Well, it's like, what if that's not, what if we're actually functioning from something that isn't actually required? Okay. Is there an agreement between us and our bodies? I looked up the word agreement because you know how I like my words. I like to look at the original definitions of things. Is there an actual agreement? Okay. And agreement is an agreement was just basically, between two parties. Sorry, I closed that page. Silly Donnielle. Something between two parties where it's you perform this, you do this is how this will go, and then I'll do this, that kind of thing. So it's like an agreement of that nature, yes and no. Okay. Let's see. Word origin. Yeah, mutual conformity of things. Okay, that was the actual the original definition of agreement. So yes and no. What do I mean by that? Yes, there is an agreement, but no, there isn't an agreement. Okay. Well, for one thing, an agreement in this reality, like I said, kind of brings up that legally binding, I have to do this, you do this, I have to do this, you have to do this structure type thing. And from what I perceive, your agreement with your body isn't quite that linear, okay? Isn't quite that structured, okay? And and what's interesting is a lot of people have this place where they think that agreement with their body is kind of a prison house. I mean, the number of people I have talked to, had sessions with, been in my workshops, my classes, my telecalls, where they've gone that their body is the thing keeping them back, putting them in jail. Literally, it's like, oh, we have this soul, this infinite being, this amazing thing, and then we stuff it into a body and it's our jail. And it's really interesting, this thing that comes up, okay? Well, are you in your body or is your body in you? Okay? Because, do this with me. Unless you're driving, close your eyes. Find the outside edges of your body. Your toes, your elbows, your hair, right? You can find the edges of your body, okay? Now find the outside edges of you, the infinite being, spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it. Find the outside edges of you. Are you in the corner? Are you across the street? Are you here with me wherever I am speaking to you? Are you kind of everywhere you look? Yeah. That's part of that oneness and that consciousness and awareness that we as an infinite being truly be. So when I ask you, are you in your body, is your body in you? How can an infinite being that big, that everywhere, be in and remain constrained to just something like with our body that has physical edges to it, right? And so what if our body is in us? When I first started looking at this, I was like, what is it? This like, we're a big blob. I was like, we're a big blob, and then it's just this little thing off in the corner that kind of shifts around. I think I kind of looked at it as like molecules or something. I don't know. But really, it's not structured like that, which is part of this, the agreement that I'm talking to. Because your body has this amazing capacity for awareness. So what if our agreement with our body begins there? Okay? We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more, well, a lot of it more actually, about agreement with your body, what that looks like, and what our bodies may actually be for. Okay? This is Donnielle. You're listening to Right Body for You on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer. It's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. I am your host, Donnielle. I would also really like to invite you to check out my website, Donnielle.com, Donnielle. It has a list of my upcoming workshops. If you would like a private session, you can contact me through there really easily. It also has a store that has past telecall series, individual calls, different products on it that you immediately download so you can get instantaneously. And it also has a bunch of audio clips, past radio shows, as well as some past intro classes, video classes that I did. Those are free to watch and share. So please do check it out, Donnielle.com. There might be some fun stuff there for you. I know I like it. So today we're talking about, can you sue your body? And basically it's like, do you have an agreement between your body and is your body breaking it? Is your body letting you down? Is that anger and that frustration and that pissed offness we often feel in our bodies because it's breaking our agreement? Okay. So before the break, we were talking about, is there an agreement? Yes and no. The agreement with your body, according to this reality, is something like, well, my body should be doing this, or it should do this, and then I'll do this, and that kind of stuff. Well, the way I look at it, there's an agreement with your body simply because you're with your body, okay? And what I mean by that is, before the break we talked about, are you and your body, is your body and you? And, we came to the awareness that we as an infinite being are huge and our awareness is everywhere. And so our bodies are actually a part of us, no matter what that looks like, okay? We are with our bodies. So if we chose to come into this reality, if we chose to come to this earth at this time, what if the quote-unquote agreement with our bodies is actually a beneficial thing? What if it's not so much a give and take, like if I do this, you do this, if I do this, you do this, if I do this, you do this, and so on and so forth, which is a lot what agreements are about, or codes of conduct or anything like that. What if the agreement with our bodies is simply being with our bodies? Going, hi, I'm an infinite being. I'm going to be hanging around with my awareness and my presence in this earth for a while. And you know what would be really fun is to have the ability to know kind of what's going on for this earth. You know, what's going on for this reality, what's going on for this time and space right now, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to create this body. And in this body, you know what we're going to do with it? We are going to create it from the molecules of this earth, okay? I'm going to be on this earth at this time in this present moment. So we're going to create our bodies from the earth that we're going to be with, be with the earth, be aware of the earth in this time and space. So we're going to create this body from the same molecules. You know why we're going to do that? Because when the earth has its own consciousness. And so when we're creating our bodies from the same elements, you know what? It's going to have a really easy time receiving information and awarenesses from the earth. But guess what? It doesn't even stop there. Our body will actually also be able to receive information from other bodies. I know, because, has the same molecular vibration and things like that. And then, doesn't stop there. See, this just keeps getting better, this agreement, quote unquote, right? Also, it's going to have an awareness of energy in this time and space. Awareness of, we're just going to start with this time and space. It can get further, but we'll just start there. We don't want to freak you out, overwhelm you. So we, as an infinite being, when we chose to come to this planet, this earth, this time, this space to be present here, we created these bodies as a way of being aware of and embodying this reality. Some of you may have heard me give the explanation of, for me, bodies are like the tail of the avatar, tapping us in or connecting us to, linking us to this earth, this time, this space, this presence, and it's really helping us to have information of everything that's going on around us, okay? So really, that is one of the big things our body agreement is here we create these bodies of these molecules and go, you know what? Thank you for the awareness. And your body goes, okay, I'll give you awareness of other bodies. I'll give you awareness of you. I'll give you awarenesses of the planet. I'll give you awarenesses of dangers coming. I'll give you awarenesses of other things. And we're going to go, thank you, body. That's freaking fantastic. Thank you for being the awareness organism of this and how to embody this reality. And your body goes, great, yay, let's have some fun. And the other part of this that is also fun is, what if part of this agreement with your body is to be able to enjoy this earth and this reality? I know. Going a little too far this time, but look at me just a little bit. What if the purpose of this reality and this earth isn't pain, suffering, or disease? Or like I was taught as a kid, this is the trials and tribulation time, this earth, to get into heaven, to get into the next grand scheme, okay? So what if your body, part of the quote-unquote agreement, is not only to help you embody this reality, become aware of the earth and everything else in between, but also to help you enjoy this reality. Because think about it. Who eats the food? You or your body? Your body does. Who wears the clothes? You are your body. Your body does. Who, yes, I can hear your heads. Who copulates? You are your body. Your body does. Who enjoys the sun? Who enjoys baths? Who enjoys swimming? Who enjoys the massages? Who enjoy, who actually is enjoying this? We're enjoying it with our bodies, and it's occurring with our bodies. So what if part of our quote unquote agreement with our bodies is to actually enjoy this earth, this reality, this time and place? So just what if that is? I like it. I think it is. Because every time I think about that or look at that, my body gets all excited, I get all excited, and my universe expands. Okay. So, great. I know you're sitting there going, okay, great. It helps us embody this reality. It helps us have awareness. And yes, it's supposed to help us enjoy this reality. Well, you know what? I'm not enjoying this. My body doesn't feel good. It doesn't look like I want it to look like. It doesn't act like I want it to look like. It sure shit isn't, attracting people that I want it to, or the jobs that, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, okay, so where did it break down? And this is that moment where we go, did we break an agreement? Or is something else going on? I like to think something else is going on. In case... have you ever noticed how one person can walk in the rain and be miserable? Another person can walk in the rain and have a great time. Same brainstorm. They could be even walking next to each other, wearing the exact same clothes that fits for their body. I can hear some of you trying to find loopholes. You're very cute that way. So, walking in the rain, one person enjoys it, one person doesn't enjoy it. What's the difference? Okay. I'm going to leave that question with you guys while I take a quick little break. And when we come back, that's where we're going to pick up. One person walks in the rain and enjoys it. One person walks in the rain and doesn't enjoy it. What's the difference? All right. This is Donnielle. This is Right to Body for You. And we're on Inspired Choices Network. And you know what? We'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? Thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that when run assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bars session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator to schedule a private session or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back to Right Body for You. I am your host, Donnielle. And before the break, I asked you a question. One person walks in the rain, enjoys it. Another person walks in the rain, doesn't enjoy it. What's the difference? Well, for me, it's their point of view. Same rain, we're talking, it's not like one's acid rain and one's, light rain or whatever. It's the same rain, right? It's their point of view. How many people, oh my gosh, I hate getting wet. Ah! And the other person's like, oh, doesn't that smell amazing? Feels great. Okay, let's look at this. Smells amazing. Who smells you or your body? Your body does. And who enjoys the sensations of the rain falling on your skin? And is it your skin or your body's skin? I mean, come on, right? So what if your point of view creates your reality? Okay. Our dear friend, Dr. Dane here, who is the co-creator of Access Consciousness and Right Body for You, he has said this: your point of view creates your reality does not create your point of view. Okay? So when we do this, like yesterday, I was at the airport. I was coming back from the advanced body class in Denver with Gary Douglas, and I was at the Denver airport, and freaking everybody was driving me crazy. And I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I have such a short temper today. Everybody's so insane. Is there just more people? Is it because, I usually fly earlier in the morning and I was in the afternoon, and oh my gosh, right, I just kept going on. And then I went, wait a minute, screech, stop. What point of view do I have right now? Point of view I have right now is that everybody was driving me freaking crazy. So guess what everybody was doing? They were driving me freaking crazy. And it just kept exponentializing, that's the fun thing. So I had the point of view before I even got there that it was going to be busier because I was flying later in the afternoon instead of the morning. So I had the point of view it was going to be busier and that was going to be a problem and that people were, and because it was a larger airport than the Salt Lake airport, that it would there would be more rush and hecticness and, havoc and things like that. So guess what I created? I created rush, havoc, insane people, and me being driven crazy. And then not only that, but I also did the really fun thing. I went to a restaurant, and when I sat down, there was nobody next to me. And then within 10 minutes, they sat a family down of 3 kids, which is not, I like kids, but then they were screaming and singing and poking, and then the mom was screaming at the kids, and then the dad was screaming at the one son, and then the mom and dad are arguing. And I'm like, see, everybody's crazy today, which is honestly about the time I went. Oh, what's my point of view here? Okay, because my energy that I was putting out also created me getting sat next to these people, okay? So your point of view creates your reality. Anybody ever wake up pissed and then, oddly enough, have an entire day where you're pissed and unhappy and things keep happening to piss you off? Exactly. Okay. So one person walks in the rain, enjoys it. One person walks in the rain, doesn't enjoy it. Point of view. Point of view of, oh my gosh, I can't get wet. Or oh my gosh, this is so enjoyable. This is neat. Or, whatever it is and everything in between. All right. So why am I talking about this with can you sue your body? Has your body betrayed you? All right, so let's talk a little bit about unfulfilled promises as well before we pull this whole thing together, okay? A promise limits what is possible, okay? In my classes, I do a lot of verbal processing of, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate any oath, vow, swearing, fealties, promises, and commitments, et cetera, et cetera. And why do I do that? Why do I talk about those? Because anytime we have a oath, a vow, a promise, anything like that we are cutting off our awarenesses, okay? Meaning like, I have this, let me give an example from my own life. Anybody else have promise of friendship, right? Here's the thing, they're not always spoken, was one of the things I'm getting to. So it's like, oh, she's my friend. She's my best friend. She's amazing. And so what comes with that is a agreement, boom, 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 but a unspoken thing of, oh, she would never betray me. She always has my back. She would do everything for me as I would do for her. She has my best interest at heart. All of these kind of things, and so I used to have this. I used to have these promises of friendship, okay? And so when I first started working with Access, I was being a facilitator with this one woman. We facilitated a lot of classes together, and we had that promise of friendship, okay? And so what did I do? I started turning off my awarenesses. So the times like when she started scheduling classes without me, which, isn't a problem in itself. I'm not like, you have to do every class with me and I have to do every class with you. That's not the problem. But she started hiding it from me. And it's like contacts we would get together, she would follow up on, schedule a class, and keep me out of it. So things were kind of getting weird. So like I said, she would try to hide this stuff, and it was really funky. But it took me about a year to see it because I had the promise of friendship. A friend would never betray me. A friend would never do anything crappy. So what did I do? I turned off my awareness to everything that she might have done that was crappy or betray me or anything like that, okay? I turned off my awareness. I made it as if it wasn't there. I literally was like, la, 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 I can't hear you, can't hear you, can't hear you, okay? So when we talk about unfulfilled promises with your body, it's like, what promises have we decided that our bodies have to us? Does your body have a promise to be a certain size? Do you think your body has a promise to you to be a certain health level, certain height, a certain color, certain texture, length, color of hair, or even it's an ability to move, like with sports, or talents, ability to play music or anything like that? It's like how many of us have decided that our bodies have these promises to us in this agreement, right? This agreement, it has these promises that it's unfulfilling, and that's when we start getting pissed off at our body, right? I mean, the number of people I've had say to me, it's not supposed to be like this. Okay, I'm sorry. What can we do to change this? Okay, and so when we're looking at this of what unfulfilled promises do you think your body has to you, has your body promised anything? Promise as in pulling up that energy of cutting off awareness, cutting off what's required, knowledge of what's required, cutting off, yes, your nose to spite your face. I heard that from somebody's head. That was cute. So truly, what promises have you decided your body has given you? Okay? And some of this is that anger, some of that place where we think we have this agreement. What promises do you think your body has given you? And where or who or what were these promises created? I don't know about you, but I haven't actually seen a document between me and my body of what it's supposed to be or what it's not supposed to be. Okay? But here's the cute thing about these part of what this is about these unfulfilled promises with you think you have with your body. Say you've decided that your body has to play piano. Okay? You and your body have this promise of this ability and agreement to play the piano. Okay, so what if you can't play the piano? But you decide and judge that you should be able to play the piano. It's an unfulfilled promise, right? Well, my mother could play the piano, so I should be able to play the piano. But my fingers just don't work that way. I just can't get the flow. I can't feel the rhythm. The tempo isn't there. My butt falls asleep if I sit too long on a bench. Maybe if I get a cushier bench. I don't know. We can delve into the insanities sometimes. So what is that? Is this where some of the anger comes in? So is it a promise? Is it an awareness? Is it something else completely? Okay, so let's back up for a second. Remember what I said about promises. A promise limits what is possible because it starts to cut off our awareness of other things. Okay, so if we have the promise of the ability to play the piano, which who plays the piano? Us are our bodies, technically, right? Physically, our bodies play the piano. Well, our mother plays the piano, so we should be able to play the piano just like her. All right, so we have this promise of the ability to play piano. So what if we can't play the piano, right? We have this thing going on, and it's just, I don't know. We sit, doesn't flow, it's not fun, it's not easy. But our mother plays the piano, so we should play the piano. So we keep sitting. We keep being pissed off at our bodies for not performing because we have this unfulfilled promise of the ability to play piano. Okay, so if you notice when we have this unfulfilled promise, we're not even looking at anything else. We're not even asking anything else. We're trying to force our bodies into one thing. So what if you can't play the piano, but you can play the clarinet? Or you can use those same talents for your mother's ability to play the piano, and it manifests in you and your body as an ability to crochet or an ability to do gem design, nimble fingers, working with these intricate little jewelry and gems and placements and polishing. But if we're functioning from these unfulfilled promises, we won't actually look at anything else. Okay? So when we have these unfulfilled promises with our bodies, yes, besides playing the piano, but it's like, how many of us have looked at our parents and gone, well, he, mom or dad, and well, they're gorgeous, so we should be gorgeous, and you know what? I'm not. Where's my body? I was so let down. I got the wrong end of the gene pool. My promise, hey, if I had those two as parents, my promise, I should have been gorgeous. I should have had an athletic body. I should have, right? All these unfulfilled promises. So all the unfulfilled promises that keep you from looking at other possibilities with your body, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. That's an example of the Access Consciousness verbal processing. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to theclearingstatement.com. Okay, so what else is possible if you were with your body, if you weren't functioning from unfulfilled promises that are truly only creating limitations of possibilities in your life and your body? Okay, we're going to take our quick little break. When we come back, we're going to pull all of this together and see what truly else is possible with you and your body and your life. All right, this is Donnielle. You're listening to Right Body for You, and we are on Inspired Choices Network, and we'll be right back.
The life and the body you secretly hope for is possible. Somewhere you know that, right? What if creating that body and life is not about deprivation and sacrifice? Would you be willing to choose it? What if it could be as simple as changing how you look at things? Right Body for You with Donnielle is a different kind of radio show. Each week, Donnielle invites you to you. She shares simple tools that you can use immediately to create changes in your body and your life. Something different begins now. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Check out the new ringtones from Access Consciousness.
What is it possible? What is it possible? Smoking hot. Smoking hot.
And everyone's favorite,
Take a pass. Take a pass.
download the latest and hottest accessory. Go to accessconsciousness.com/ringtones for all the details on how to download to your iPhone today.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call toll-free in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8736. Or you can Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. If you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. And today we're talking about, can you sue your body for an agreement or for breaking an agreement? And today it's been kind of fun to explore the things we've been talking about of, has my body let me down? Is my point of view creating my body? And what if your point of view are these unfulfilled promises things? Okay? These unfulfilled promises of what your body should be giving you instead of looking at what is actually possible with your body. And here's the great thing, guys. Why I'm talking about this is when you get outside of these unfulfilled promises of what you think should be going on with your body, you actually get to the place where you can start creating with your body right now, and then change starts from there. Okay, and what's fun about this is, let's say, like we were talking about with the ability to play the piano. Well, if your point of view creates your reality, and you sit there and go, well, I should be able to play the piano, but then somewhere in your universe you still have this unfulfilled promise or this resistance to it. Oh gosh, we didn't even get into the resistance of it yet. It will limit what's possible even for something like playing the piano. So if you get out of the point of view of this is what your reality has to be, what your body has to be like, you can actually start creating other things that are possible in this 10 seconds. And who knows, later on, other things like playing the piano still may be possible. And what I'm talking about with this is, I know a lot of people go, well, I have this unfulfilled promise of supposed to have a, thin, athletic body, and I have a fat body. What the hell? Well, if you start getting out of these unfulfilled promises of what your body should look like, and you start enjoying and being with your body now, things like that thinner, athletic body or whatever you're going for, asking for, can actually start to be created then. I know it seems weird, but it's like, yes, we can oftentimes fight so much for one thing with our body, a health level, no pain, losing weight, gaining weight, that we actually create the thing we're fighting against. And these unfulfilled promises are one of those ways that this starts to occur. So my question to you is, and a question I would suggest all of you start using, if you weren't functioning from unfulfilled promises with your body, what would be possible? Okay? And let me say that again. If you weren't functioning from unfulfilled promises with your body, what would be possible? And if you want to put in the I, if I wasn't functioning from unfulfilled promises with my body, what would be possible? If you're, writing that somewhere. please start looking at that. Because truly, what if you're not mad at your body? What if you're mad at you? Because here's the thing with any of my radio shows or any of my workshops, you already know this. As an infinite being, you perceive you know everything already. I'm helping you bring back awareness to what's going on. And so next time you're mad at your body, are you mad at your body or are you mad at you? Okay? And we can being mad at you isn't really productive either, and I know I have archive shows on that. I know we're running out of time here. So really, are you mad at your body? Are you mad at these unfulfilled promises? And where the freak did these promises come from? You know, who says that because our parents look like this, we should be like this? Or if they have this talent, we should have this talent. Or I live in this community, so I should be the same way, or anything like that. What if it's, when you go beyond unfulfilled promises, and remember, promises are nothing but limiting what is possible, hiding things from you of the ability to change, or even the ingredients of what it would take to change things. If you didn't have these unfulfilled promises, or these what you think are promises and agreements with your body, what truly would be possible then? What could you actually create? What could you explore that could very well actually still include what you're initially asking for, but because it's unfulfilled promise, you and this agreement you think you have, you are cutting off the awareness of the ability to create what you're asking for. Okay, I know that was a big one to throw to you guys right at the end. But if you weren't functioning from this unfulfilled promise, the agreements, the thing that you when you're functioning from these promises or these agreements, it's very possible you are actually cutting off the awareness of what will give you what you're asking for. Say you're asking to heal. If you have an agreement, you think you have this agreement or these unfulfilled promises, it is very possible you will not allow yourself to perceive the herb or the doctor or whatever it is, and that will actually contribute to the change that you're asking for, okay? It's a big topic. It's an interesting topic. It is some place that I get it we go to. Somebody right here at the end of the chat room said, I'm mad I haven't gotten this right already, okay? Well, what is right? We talked about that briefly at the beginning. What is right? Okay. Woo! I'm going to ask you to do this. Be with this question. If you weren't functioning, or I'll put it in the I, if I wasn't functioning from unfulfilled promises with my body, what would be possible? Because remember, at the base, these promises limit what you perceive or become aware of is possible. So if I wasn't functioning from unfulfilled promises with my body, what would be possible? All right. Check out my website, Donnielle.com, DONNIELLE.com. If you want to learn more about the workshops around the world or schedule a private session, please go to there. And that is a great place to find information. Get a hold of me. And have a great week, a fun week, and be back next week. Because guess what? I will be. So I hope to see you then. And you know what? Until then, have fun. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. We hope you and your body will join us. Until then, have fun.